human. This rule is considered the golden one. It's expressed the importance of the humanity, the sensibility, and the touch during reading, thinking how the person will receive that information. Rule number 2: be patient. We need to remember that in a live chat sessions we have different people with different abilities, so maybe we have a few people who are slow at typing, or people with internet connection problems. If this is the case, then it is necessary for us to be patient. Rule number 3: sarcasm. This practice is not only disrespectful, but also inconsiderate. Not everyone in the live chat knows you personally, and those who may do cannot see you or read your body language. As such, your message can be misinterpreted by the participants, and conflict might arise. Rule 4: respect other people's time and bandwidth. In the first place, in online discussion groups there's a limit to the amount of data and bandwidth. By sending repetitive info, not sent notes by mistake to the same news group multiple times, you are wasting both time of the people who check all copies posted. However, when sending an email or post a comment to a discussion group, take up other people's time. It's your responsibility to ensure that they don't waste time. Rule number 5: be careful with confidential information. As everybody knows, live chat applications are not very secure, so we need to be aware about what type of information we share through these chats, and with what kind of people we are sharing those informations. Rule number 6: do not use caps lock. Typing entire word with capital letters means screaming. No one likes to be shouted at. Using caps means you are screaming. Rule number 7: adhere to the same standards of behavior online that you follow in real life. This rule is one of the most important, because sometimes people forget about how to behave in front of some virtual situations. In real life, most people are fairly law-abiding, either by disposition or because we're afraid of getting caught. In cyberspace, the chances of getting caught sometimes seem slim. And perhaps because people sometimes forget that there's a human being on the other side of the computer. Rule number 8: identify yourself. It's important for us to let others know who we are and who they are communicating with. This helps the interaction to be clear and trustworthy. Also, it allows confusion and misunderstanding to be avoided. Rule number 9: do not use slang words. In everyday life we are accustomed to using short versions of words and idiomatic expressions that might not be understood by everyone on a live chat. Be aware of this and avoid using them at all costs. Words such as laugh out loud or the overuse of literally. Rule number 10: respect other people's privacy. Invade others people's privacy can be not only disrespectful, but it might lead to serious consequences. Some people think this a harmless action because it's interesting to know about other people's life, but it's not. Rule number 11: learn to wait. When you're working hard on a project and deeply involved in it, it's easy to forget that other people have concerns other than yours. So don't expect instant responses to all your questions, and don't assume that all readers will agree with your passionate arguments. Rule number 12: heavy attachment. If an attachment is heavy, it is preferable that you place it in a specific location on the network. If you do not do this, the heavy files sent by email might end up in the spam folder or spam users list who you have an interest in common with. Rule number 13: when appropriate, use private email instead of posting to the group. Remember that what is uploaded on the internet stays there forever. This means we have to be careful of what we share. If you participate of a group, not everything has to be said in the group. Rule number 14: read what your professor has to say. In the beginning of each chat, most professors will go over the rules, let you know the order of the chat, the time limit for the chat, what's acceptable in the chat, etc. Pay attention to these comments. Rule number 15: be forgiving of others people's mistakes. All of us have been inexperienced at the beginning of a process. Therefore, when people make mistakes at the moment of chatting or any other situation, we should be polite and be the role model by showing them how to be kind.